These monsters are small, unnaturally fast, and impossible to kill? I insisted. I do not know how to speak English. If you watch my videos, you will know I'm from the motherland of the Portuguese people. I need to improve on my English, and also I like horror games. So I found a game who combines both of them and turns them into one. It's like a dream made in heaven. Hello everyone, my name is Lakey and welcome to MidnightEvil. I saw this game on Steam and I saw that this game combines both reading and horror games at the same time. And that's really unique for a mechanic. Wait a minute. Narrative mode. Oh, speak now? Sit on the perch and tell the others what to do. Success! Woo! As the clock approached midnight, William Grinkle was fast asleep. Look, William Grinkle, he's asleep. Sleeping like a baby. Tonight was different though. He woke to a strange sound coming from the attic. Look, William Grinkle hearing a sound coming from his attic. And he has a clown picture on his wall. As he climbed the stairs, he felt something. Look, he's climbing up the stairs. And he felt something. He had never seen this chest before. Look! I get it! Just an innocent book. Tonight his life would change forever. Nathan Sander presents. Oh no, that's the introduction of the game, okay. MidnightEvil. There is no music. I literally need to edit my own music into it. Ooh, oh, we have. This is a book. Preface. Long before the first humans stood upright and took their place in the world, there was a beautiful and land that was ruled by what many would come to call the Fae. I don't think it worked. Long before the first humans stood upright and took their place in the world, there was a beautiful land that was ruled by what many would come to call the Fae. Oh, it worked! These ancient... Okay, make sure I'm not hearing nothing. These ancient beings were worshipped by These ancient beings were worshipped by mankind, but they were also feared. Humans were right to be afraid, for there were many different creatures that lived in the darkness, watching us, waiting. Most were harmless enough, amusing themselves by causing mischief and playing pranks on humans that crossed their paths. However, some had more sinister intentions. The Urkling... What fell? Nothing fell. Let me read the book! I'm scared. The Urkling, for example, have developed a liking for the taste of human children. These monsters are small, unnaturally fast, and impossible to kill? They're small, they're fast, and impossible to kill. Sauce. I like the references. Front to the present. War stars. The Germinator. I just don't know what this light is. It was an unlucky tragedy for my people that were decided to build our village here, right in the middle of Urkling's territory. We have lost so many of our children over this past year. There aren't enough tears in the world to keep for their loss. I don't like this. If they come, what am I supposed to do? Thankfully though, my grandmother taught me well in the ways of druid ancestors. I may not be able to kill the little beasts, but I was able to work out a spell that binds them for this book. I can only hide it and pray that it never falls into the hands of a child. Uh-oh, I'm a child. If you are reading this, know that I'm truly sorry for the demons that have been now passed on to you. Opening the book will have awakened them, and I'm sure they will be ravenously hungry. Are you freaking serious? There were so many things this guy could have done. He could have literally buried the book somewhere. No, let's put it on a chest that somehow appeared in my house. That's weird. Once the book is opened, you must read it out loud from beginning to end in order to return them to their magical prison. Be watchful. They only attack if you don't see them coming. Most importantly, once you finish this book, keep it hidden so no one ever opens it again. Okay?
WIGS-FM 98.7 Game Talk.
Game Talk. I'm on the radio.
My name is Nick Gloom.
Hello, Nick.
It's just me tonight.
Me and you.
As you guys know, we answer game questions and talk tips and tricks. Well, Nate usually does. I don't really play most of those games.
Is he gonna help me?
Anyway, let's get to the
With the
phones.
demons?
First caller, you're on the air.
Who is
Hi,
it?
Nick. I'm wondering, how do I beat the final boss in Terminator Destruction?
How would I know that?
The Terminator.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm stuck here working for crap money. I still can't afford to buy new Atari games.
Oh, Atari.
Would you like me to page
This must be
Nate?
really old.
I don't
Here's
know.
the thing.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm working here. I don't usually come on the radio. So, I don't have as much of a bedside manner as Nate does.
Okay, I
But
could
it's
tell.
totally fine.
You're really grumpy.
I bought a new OBasic book, which is the programming language for Atari, since I can't afford
Atari.
to buy my own Atari
Anyway.
games, and I'm working on my own homebrew game. The pending title is Evil Midnight,
Oh,
where I'm not sure what you're going to have to do yet, but
it's
I
the
think it's
opposite
going
of
to
the
be a
game
horror game,
we
and it's going to
played.
be at nighttime,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to be evil. Basically,
midnight.
you would do something all night, and then you would win. It's kind of like working here.
Nice.
I try to keep my head down all night, but Janet asks me to go on the air. And I'm always getting asked to do stuff. The more stuff I get asked to do, the more I get anxious and panic. It's a vicious cycle.
Is this some kind of life lesson? I just want to play Terminator.
Here's the thing.
Oh. I guess we will continue at night 2. So this is night 2. Let's read it fast. Chapter 1. Little Maggie O'Brien was the first. The children had been playing in Hogan's forest when they all heard a noise. Sensing no danger because they were so many of them, 12 children in all decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. As they all searched high and low, they soon realized that Maggie was missing. Oh, I'm scared. Frantically, they began searching for their friend. She was a small girl who loved to play hide and seek. Ah! The game is not teaching me what to do. Come on! So am I supposed to try to lock something? Her big brother Colin insists that she was playing hiding somewhere, safe and giggling to herself, and she's watched everyone search for her. The sun sank low in the sky and the forest grew dark. The children, frustrated and panicked, ran back to the village to alert their parents that the little Maggie was nowhere to be found. Hello? Hello? I know I'm safe, I think. Was this box here before? Was it? That's when everyone lit torches and spread out throughout the woods calling her name. I don't like this. To be fair, they are little, so if I can just kick them out of the window, even though I'm a kid, but they look really small. The little girl's mother sobbed desperately, and we all inspected every corner of those woods in hopes of finding her. Her brother kept searching, tears streaming down his cheek. I'm her big brother, he said, rubbing his eyes. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. It's not your fault, Colin. I assure him we'll find her soon and she'll be... Ah! Now he's in my room. So, should I have done something? We'll find her soon and she'll not be worse for the wear. What kind of expression is that? I never... Hello? What does that mean when it starts blinking? He nodded, forced a smile, and we all continued looking. I know you're behind my clothes. I'm gonna go call my parents. Why haven't I done it already? The moment I heard him scream, I knew he found her. The moment I heard him scream, I knew he had found her. The moment I heard him scream, I knew he had found her. Or rather, what was left of her, which wasn't much. We were sure it was Maggie, because she had worn her favorite hair bow that day. Looking around. No green goblins around here, or munchkins. Her father plucked the pink ribbon from the body, fell to his knees, while into the darkness. Nah, now I know how the game works. Every time I reach an like an ending, like a dot, whatever it's called in English, some random noise is going to pop up. Poor Colin tried to tell us then. He said that she has been covered in what described as little green men. What? To be fair, he looks like a dog. A green dog. A Joker dog. They were fat and green, he stammered. With bright glowing eyes, they were biting off bits of skin and flesh. No one believed the laugh. We all attributed to the horrible ordeal to a hungry wild animal. Of course, what else could it possibly be? Scooping up what remained of little Maggie, the townsfolk set to work preparing for their funeral. We have no idea the horrors they lay ahead. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how the game is understanding me. Most of the words I'm butchering them, but he's still detecting them. Somehow. I don't mind. I thought to myself how strange her wounds looked. Get out of here! I couldn't help but think back to what Colin had said about the little green man. It made me think of the stories my grandmother used to tell me. She said that our druid ancestors spoke of tiny creatures that lived long ago in the swamps and marshes surrounding our lands. The Urklings, she called them. What a stupid name. They were 3 tribes, each being their own breed of evil. One tribe, I recall, she said, were green and fat. They would lure children away from safety and feast on their flesh. Okay, is the last bit. We didn't live near any swamps. Surely the boy's mind was playing tricks on him. Besides, the Urklings weren't real. They couldn't be. Yes! Night 2! So far I think the game is testing us. No radio this time? Okay, the faster I read it the better. Let's do this. Chapter 2. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. Collins kept to himself. Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. After his sister had been laid to rest, I came to him to ask him how he was doing. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or combination of the two, and said, "I really saw them, the little green monsters." My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy. Man, these little gremlins. I kept telling myself that seeing his little sister in pieces couldn't have been easy for him. Ah! Hello? Okay, so I need to act quick. He was just in shock. The stories of the Urklings were only told to scare children on doing what they were told. That was all. The first thing my grandmother told me about the Urklings was that there were 3 tribes. The green ones had round bellies and piercing blue eyes. Get out! If I act fast enough, I don't think it's gonna be hard. She said they could be heard if you walk deep into the swamp at night. Yeah, turn the page. They would laugh and sing as they danced around their tiny campfires, which would appear only tiny flickering lights through the trees. They were the least lethal of the 3 tribes, but every bit as evil. The red ones were more temperamental and even faster than their green cousins. So there's gonna be more besides these green ones! They didn't sing or dance around the campfires, and their celebrations were a bit more gruesome. Ah! They preferred to eat children from the inside out. It was even though by some that they were only red because they were stained by the blood of their victims. No one here, no one. So there's the green ones, and then there's gonna be some red ones. Fiery red, bright like hair sprouted from the tops of their heads, and their glowing yellow eyes seemed cold and calculating. Okay, it's okay, calm down. Nothing is happening. They're just trying to mess with us. The pale Urkling were in another class altogether. No one here. They had the whittle skin and wild, untamed blue hair that followed out in every direction. Even more, the most unsettling thing about them was that they had no eyes at all. Yet they somehow were the most kind and efficient killers of the 3. I said 3 instead of 3, but it is understood. Grandmother said that they were long, wiry hair, could somehow sense the presence and location of children. There were some things that all 3 tribes had in common. Urklings preferred to eat... Get out! Urklings preferred to eat after midnight and would only attack if the child didn't make direct eye contact with them. Stop throwing rocks at my window! Tell your mother, if you continue. I reassured myself that the O'Brien girl being attacked barely after sunset meant that she had to have been the victim of a wild animal attack. A few of the men in the village came together to hunt down the beast that killed the girl. Get out! Man, you know what their eyes remind me? You know those TikToks of people looking directly into the camera and they have like really bright blue eyes? They came back 2 days later carrying the carcass of a large wolf. The whole village breathed a sign of relief and big celebration was held. The only one besides myself that remained anxious was Colin. Looking at his face that night, I knew that he believed the creatures that killed Maggie were still out there waiting. He was right. I don't like you.
WIGSFM
Number 9,
98.7.
I hope they can't attack me while I'm reading to the radio.
Hello, darkness.
Hello, darkness.
Welcome to the top of the
Welcome
hour.
to another top of the hour.
Again, I'm your host, Nick Gloom, filling in for Nate tonight. That was an interesting hour, I must say.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, Janet. I feel like these kids don't like me. Hey, Janet, do you like me? And she's walking away, folks.
Yep, I am 100% sure he's
Anyway,
talking to himself.
caller,
There's no one
you're
in the
here.
room. He's by himself.
Wanted to say that you suck.
I just had a feeling that was going. I feel like I'm not as approachable as Nate is.
This always happens.
Oh yeah, so anyway, I
real life?
forgot there's
I seen
a
it happen
sponsor
in live
slot
TV.
I was supposed to fill last hour. This one goes out to all you greasy, pizza-faced listeners.
Yes, I left pizza.
Are you tired of popping pimples?
Yeah, no, yes.
Pimple Buster. You know, Janet, I think Evil Midnight could use some old whacker inspiration.
Uh-oh,
Something to keep the player on their toes.
uh-oh.
Or at least that last prank caller could drink some of that Pimple Buster.
Hey,
I don't know what it is.
Is the game telling me I'm going to have to... Night 3? Guys, you might say I'm reading really badly. My excuse is gonna be I'm way too scared. Chapter 3. The next day, Maggie's mother visited her daughter's grave, discovering something that was more than a little strange. See, I read it perfectly. I did not make not even one mistake. The next day, Maggie's mother visited her daughter's grave, discovering something that was more than a little strange. The earth on the grave was disturbed as if something had clawed its way out. Now I'm kinda scared. The guy said something about keeping the players on his toes. So now, there's something that's definitely gonna pop up. I couldn't help but remember what grandmother had said about the red Urklings. They would burrow inside their victims and eat their way out. Could it be that we brought the whole tribe of them right into the village without even knowing it? Get out! The answers would come soon enough. Jacob McLaren was found torn to shreds in his bed the following morning. Obviously, a wild animal hadn't attacked him inside his old house. Yeah, wait, what? I collected something. And also, yeah, a freaking animal wouldn't do that inside someone's house. Another devastated family and another funeral this soon after Maggie didn't sit well with anyone. The atmosphere began even more tense and uncomfortable. I insisted. Are you serious? They didn't even make a noise! The answer would come soon enough. Oh, this is what they meant by saying attacking like not in groups but like a whack-a-mole. The atmosphere became even more tense and uncomfortable. I insisted on inspecting Jacob's remains myself, just to reassure myself there was nothing hiding inside. Colin approached me afterwards, asking what I was looking for. I told them it was nothing, but I knew better. No one is here. I'm just flipping the page. You believe me about the monsters, don't you? His young face as determined as he spoke. You're the only one that doesn't look at me like I'm crazy. Hello? I swallowed hard, started to deny it, but no one is here. But the words caught in my throat, and as much as I tried, I couldn't lie. Get out! Why is the music playing? I don't think the music has ever played before. Listen, I put my hands on his shoulders. I don't think you're crazy, but we need to be sure of what we're dealing with before we spark a full-blown panic. Tell me exactly what happened. Colin took a deep breath, working up his nerve. It was so dark, but I have a good torch. I called her name over and over. She didn't answer. Then I heard something. It sounded like chewing. I took a few more steps and saw her lying there. Oh, they couldn't open. They can. No right ones. All over her were these fat little green monsters. Get out! You don't deserve to be near my presence. They have mouthfuls of pointy teeth that look like needles and massive clawed hands. Just then a twig snapped under my foot and they all stopped what they were doing and looked right at me. That's when I screamed and they scattered. Nothing. They were gone before any of the grown-ups got to me. The eyes filled with tears at the memory. Please tell me what they are. Oh! Suckers. He was no more than 11 or 12, having just lost his sister and now his friend. No one had believed him when he tried to tell us before. Hello? I heard one of them. This time it wasn't like something dropping. I literally heard them. I'm just being paranoid. It couldn't have been easy, but he opened up to me. I felt it only right that I tell him what I knew. Ah! Get out! Get out! Get out! Oh, so only... Ah! There's another one! We sat together by the bonfire late into the night and I told him all the old stories. Unfortunately, the only thing that my grandmother hadn't mentioned was how to get rid of them. Looking into the flames, I got an idea. I knew that most unholy creatures were repelled by fire. Well, Colin folded his arms. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! I don't want none of you red monsters coming towards me. We will just have to test what happens to an Urkling when it's on fire. Get out! Get out! Yes! I did it! This is so stressful. Especially when it doesn't detect my freaking microphone. I have no idea how many chapters this has in total. I'm gonna try to finish this one. Chapter 4. Colin wanted to tell his friends about the Urklings, but I begged him to keep it a secret. If anyone knew that my grandmother had passed down her druidic teachings, it would only take only one person to scream witch, and I would be as good as dead. Oh, okay. He agreed and kept my secret. Get out! Oh. Get out! Ooh, he was close. He was freaking close. I mixed a potion that would catch fire when touched by the tiniest flame. Get out! Surely this would send it screaming to the underworld. He sat quietly in his bed and waited, knowingly he mustn't look them in the eye. Nope. You see, these random PNGs, he must let it attack, for this would be the only way to get close to it. So ugly. Looks like Smeagol. Even Smeagol is more prettier. Just after the stroke of the midnight, he began to hear them chuckling and shuffling around him in the dark, clutching the potion bottle, hands trembling. He lowered his gaze and braced himself. Just noises. That toy in the middle, the blue one, reminds me of Boogie Woogie from Puppy Playtime. Sure enough, one of them leaped from his bookshelves and sank his teeth into the flesh of his arm. He screamed and unstopped the bottle, emptying the contents over the green Urkling. It tore a tiny round chunk from his arm and gulped it down just as Colin shoved the candle right into his face. It lit up like a torch and made a horrific high-pitched scream as it ran around the room trying to put itself out. Ah! I pressed on him! The curtains caught on fire as 4 more Urklings sprayed out from their hiding places. Colin ran outside screaming and crumbling his blood-soaked arm. Nope, just random noises. His parents soon joined him outside in a panic, trying to figure out what had happened. Get out! Get out! No one? No more? No more? No more? No more? Nice. Just then, a tiny fireball came racing through the doorway and zigzagged towards the woods. I grabbed an empty glass jar from the cupboard and ran after it. Oh, you are tricking me! These dudes are tricking me now! I didn't even click on that one, he just ran. The jar made a thunk sound as it landed over the flaming Urkling and the fire quickly went out. To my horror, the thing wasn't deaf. Ah! Get out! No noises? No more noises? No more noises! Stop panicking! It didn't even look like it was dying. Get out! This is triggering me. I click on them, sometimes it doesn't work. Though black from being set ablaze, it was just as spunky as ever. There's more! I quickly scooped up the jar and screwed the lid on. Bro, they are ruthless this night. They don't stop attacking. As I made my way back, some of the villagers were trying to put out the fire inside the house and others were tending to Colin's arm, telling him that it must be a rat. It was no rat. It was a freaking Urkling. I've never seen a rat quite like this, I shouted and held the jar up high so everyone could see. The instant they all looked in my direction, their jaws dropped open and Colin's face it lit up for the first time since he had lost his sister. He knew everyone finally saw that he had been telling the truth all along, as they all felt trembly ashamed for not believing him in the first place. No one? Unfortunately, the joy of this small victory was short-lived. For over the next 3 days, we tried every method we could, thinking of to kill the little wretch. But no matter what horrific thing we did, it wouldn't die. Yes! I completely butchered it in the end, but it understood.
Game talk.
Let's see what is he gonna say this time.
Hello, darkness. I'm
Hello.
your host, Nick Gloom,
Nick
in
Gloom.
for Nate tonight, as we dive deep into game talk.
What game are we gonna talk today?
Sorry about those technical
Is
issues
it
we
another monster
experienced last hour.
we're going to have to face?
I think Janet might have fallen asleep. For those of you that missed it, we were having an interesting discussion about game difficulty and learning curves.
Yes.
You know, Nate likes Dragons and Dungeons, but apparently I'm dumb for thinking it's too difficult. Apparently, kids can play it. So what do I know?
Yes. It's a
Kind of
easy
like
game.
my work in progress, Evil Midnight, which, as
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier, if you weren't around, is going to be more of a horror game. I'm not really sure, but I would imagine in a game like that, confusing the player could be an evil tactic.
Oh, no.
Something like grooming them up to expect one thing and then
Another one.
yank the rug out, so to speak. Anyway, I'm rambling.
You know what? Nah.
Hello, caller. You're
I
on
don't
Game
care.
Talk.
Nah. Nah. This is gonna be a problem for me in the future. Not me in the...
Must have lost him.
Oh.
Hello, caller. You're
Oh,
on Game Talk.
My light went out. Oh, it's a gremlin!
Very funny,
He can
guys.
speak. The creatures from his
Caller,
own
you're
game.
on Game Talk.
Oh! He Dave. I really hope you like this game. This game is not like really scary. I think it's more like if you like people reading stories to you, you will like it. It's a bedtime story, but there's monsters actually trying to kill us. I died 2 times unfortunately, but most of the times it wasn't my fault. Sometimes I pressed on the monster, but it doesn't like work. And some other times I read the text perfectly and it doesn't detect, it doesn't work. Now I don't know if it's because my microphone isn't like the best, or if it's the way I speak, the way I talk. I don't know. I'm gonna blame my braces. My braces don't help me a lot. But if you like the video, please press the like button, subscribe. If you want me to play chapter like 5, maybe, I don't know how many chapters this has in total. This doesn't tell me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.